Hello, Howlers.
Let's do it.
Leroy Jenkins. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a very special Christmas episode of Fade to Obsidian. We're talking Stranger Things. And the really strange thing, tonight we've got a new guest. For the first time ever, Harvest.
Welcome, Harvest.
And as always,
Hello.
I'm Crescent.
Yeah, who are you?
And there's Skipper.
Hi. Welcome, Harvest. We're so
Yeah,
excited
thanks for coming on.
to have you. It feels like you've been on before, but you haven't. You're just always in our Patreon, which we love.
I've been in the
Yeah,
chat.
you're
I've
just
been
so
in the
damn
chat.
supportive.
You have yes.
What
you
I
have
do.
been in the chat. I love it. Love it so much. Before we go on any further, yes, this is the Stranger Things ridiculous episode, and therefore full spoilers up until season 5. What are we on? Season 5, episode 4.
Season 5, episode 4.
Full spoilers before those Christmas episodes drop. Also, full Lightbringer spoilers. We might not actually talk about Lightbringer, but who knows? So, full spoilers there.
It's on the table.
It's on the table, just in case we want to reference something. But yeah, before we get in. So, Harvest, who are you? How did you get the name Harvest? And what are you drinking?
I'm Harvest. Let's see. I originally joined the den after one of the Lit Escalates events. Promptly forgot that I joined the den. And then months later actually started being involved and decided to dip my toe back in. It was right before I want to say it was right before the first Gym Rat War. So I delved in that way, and Drillbit actually gave me my name. He was
Hell yeah.
he asked a lot of questions. I'm big on, you know, shopping local as much as I can, trying to grow as much food as I can. One of my dreams is to live off the grid a little bit and harvest my own food. So that kind of, I assume that's what played a role into giving me the name.
Nice. I love it.
Hell
It suits
yeah.
you so well. I love it.
And what I'm drinking is speaking of local, I went local Texas, kind of DFW area for both my drinks. So we have All Father mead,
Hell yeah.
and then we have a local brewery called Manhattan Project Beer, and I am drinking their Red Gate Amber Lager.
Nice.
Damn.
That also feels like Red Gate connects to Stranger Things with all of the gates to the upside down with the red. Is that it? Is that planned?
What I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Nice.
I had a couple beer choices from them in the fridge, and I opted for the Red Gate.
I love it. I love it a lot.
Such a good choice.
Crescent, what are you drinking?
Okay, so first off, I would like to invite everybody to puck off. And I was born ready for that joke.
Hey. Oh God. Grasping at straws.
So, beer.
Beer. I have.
Luckily, I have strong hands.
There you go. Just like Darrow. I have Guinness in a Kilkenny cup. Look, I've already split the K.
Such a travesty.
I've already done it.
Wow.
One
Look at
sip
that.
in. It's magical. I was wondering, first off, Harvest, I have 2 questions for you, and then one we will answer as well. How did you find Red Rising? How did it come into your life? And how did you find Stranger Things? When did you start maybe watching Stranger Things, and are those things connected?
They might just be. So let's see. I found Red Rising through actually my brother, who recommended it, despite the fact that he has only read the first book, and that was
Still to this day?
years ago. Still to this day, he has only read the first book.
Okay.
But I was getting ready for a Phoenix Comic Con that Pierce Brown was going to be at. So I figured I'd read a book going into it. Got him to sign a copy, and then I've been a fan ever since. And I don't even remember how many years ago that was. I think that was when right before Golden Sun was coming out, maybe.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh
and then
shit.
Stranger Things, I found earlier this year. I'd always heard of it.
Yep.
And at Howler Pride in San Diego, the trailer dropped, and we decided to watch it. Everyone started, having fun, getting really excited for it, and I went, never seen it. So we decided to do a den watch. Right up until I think we hit pretty much every Tuesday starting in September, right up until the first episodes of season 5 dropped. So that's
Yeah.
how I've been introduced to Stranger Things, is through the den.
Yeah. Those are some fun den watches. I only caught up like watched every once in a while. I would jump in, and then the like I feel like season 4 I watched most of them with you guys, in which I kept
But
being like, oh yeah, I forgot most of this. But the den watches are just so much fun. I know you participate in a bunch. We're just you have so much random like conversation happening, and especially Stranger Things where we had like you and Carbon for sure had never watched,
Mhm.
mixing in with all of us that had seen it and sending you the waffle emoji so that we didn't spoil anything. It was fun.
So many waffle emojis. I'm happy that I don't get those anymore.
Yeah, you're caught up. I love it.
I know.
Crescent, when are you since the beginning? Stranger Things or
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm a day one Stranger Things
yeah,
guy,
me as well. Have you rewatched?
and yeah, I rewatched everything coming up to it in
Mm,
5 days.
5
5 days.
days.
5 days.
Did
That's
you
impressive.
go outside at all
Yeah.
in those days?
No. Why would I do that?
It's
No
fun.
There's
touching
no
grass.
Stranger Things out there.
Yeah. I am also a day one watch since the beginning because I get caught up in the zeitgeist of it all. But I didn't. I've definitely rewatched leading into season 3, and I think season 3 into season 4. But I did not remember any of season 4 when we were watching it. I remembered like the epic Eddie scene. That was it. I was like, how do we even get there? How does Eddie even come into our lives? So I know. So I was glad to be doing that rewatch. And now today I was rewatching season 2 just for the love of Steve Harrington. We're not
Mm,
quite yet him being the babysitter, but I'm so excited for when he becomes the babysitter. It's the best part.
He's close. He's
It's
close.
almost,
yeah.
yeah, it's probably the next episode he'll become the babysitter. But greatly appreciate that. All right. Well, let's jump in. Today's ridiculous episode, we're going to be talking about, and we negotiated how to do this, we're going to bring up a Stranger Things character and which Red Rising character, or plural characters, do we think would best get along with that person? Um, Almost no prep here. We did throw it out. This came from the den when we were talking in the Stranger Things thread, and then we took it in to the Fate to Obsidian Patreon, being like, "Look what we could do with this. Is this going to be an episode?" And it was. So I do have some of them pulled up. But what character do we want to start with? Who's? I have two strong feelings about one, but they're not main characters. So what are you guys feeling?
Do we want to start with the four boys first?
Let's do the four boys. Yeah,
Seems fair.
absolutely. All right. Let's start with Mike. I feel like Mike's the main. Who do we think is vibing with Mike? If anyone. I'm going to say it. I think Mike and Darrow, because they're that main character, like, have to live off somebody else to be interesting. Gotta get the girl. Gotta do the thing. I think Mike and Darrow would vibe well.
Also, like, kind of brooding.
So
A little bit,
brooding.
yeah. I can see
Mm,
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that, but
I know.
I don't have
I don't
anything. I don't have anything to argue against it.
I don't want them to, because I like Darrow so much more than I like Mike.
That's the
Uh
problem.
huh.
We've
Yeah.
started with the least favorite main character other than Jonathan. We'll get to Jonathan later. Um yeah, poor Mike. We do not like him in the den. That is a known thing.
I, I'll I'll throw out there, I do think Lysander would vibe a little bit with Mike because they both very much have that I am the main character, I'm the smartest person, I'm
Yeah.
the, I run the show. I think they'd vibe. They just don't have that.
Lysander was my first thought
Yeah.
too.
Lysander. Wow. All right. That's fair. Yep.
Yeah.
Snotty little, almost spoiled. I was rewatching season 1 and 2 is hard because I'm like, Mike, can you stop literally caring about the girl and just where is your friend right now? Like, can you maybe for a second? Or right now I'm watching him absolutely hate Max. And it's like, what did Max do to you, Mike?
Mhm.
I feel like Lysander's the
Yep.
same of like wants his small little tight knit group and nobody to ruin it. Like this is what I can control. Right? This is my party.
He's a
I,
space
Don't come
racist.
into it. Yeah.
I think they both also have very big like victim energy because
Mm.
Mike doesn't do anything
Ooh,
wrong.
yeah.
He's just misunderstood.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's a really good point. All right. I'll buy it. Yep. Lysander and I'll take back my Darrow. We'll save Darrow for a better character.
We gotta preserve Darrow.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well then Will. What do we think for Will?
Kieran. Kieran
Oh,
Olikos,
yeah.
I could see that.
The little brother
Darrow's
energy.
brother,
Yeah.
described as like soft spoken,
Yep.
has none of the anger of the Reaper.
Yeah. I can absolutely see that.
This wouldn't speak well for like Will going forward in like
Mm.
season 5, but I think definitely in early episodes, especially season 1, Julian.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think just that like meek brother that he's the cat. Julian's a good one because he's a catalyst for everything, right? And
Mm-hmm.
like,
Yeah.
yeah,
What
that's a
happens to
good
Will
one.
in season 1, what happens to Julian, it
They,
it both kind of leads to things for other characters.
yeah, absolutely. But yeah, yeah, I like that soft. And I think again, like Julian is just meek, soft. Like Will. Will just wants to hang out with his friends. Julian just wants to be with his brother. It's
He's just
fine.
a little
Yep.
guy.
He's
He just wants
just
to be
little
included.
guys. Yeah. Aw, I like that. I like that a lot. All right. I'm saving Dustin. Lucas. How are we feeling for Lucas?
Lucas, I was kind of thinking Cassius for a bit, because
Okay.
they both kind of they go for the girl, they screw it up a
Yep.
bit.
Yep.
They have that jock energy,
Yep.
when Lucas starts playing basketball. So that's
Yep. Overall loyal, both Cassius and Lucas.
yep.
I can
Mm-hmm.
see that. Yeah, because even I'm so deep on. I've accidentally turned the Fade to Obsidian algorithm just into Stranger Things, and there's something about it in season 5 when they realize Will's not there. Cassius, or sorry, not Cassius, Lucas full jumps the table before Mike and Dustin
Yep.
even react, and then I can see that being the Cassius like, oh shit, like we gotta go save the little brother, and that works really well in that. Yep. Yeah.
I mean, I
Oh,
think Cassius could work for a couple, but
yes.
I
Mm-hmm.
got Lucas vibes with him, especially as Lucas developed more into kind of his own person, separate
Yeah.
um, from the
Yeah.
group of 4 boys, and Cassius kind of does that as he gets out of the Octavia influence.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Lucas ends up very self assured,
Yeah. Yeah.
which, yeah, that definitely reads Cassius. Um, I don't have any good thoughts about, like, I don't have any good options. I mostly just agree on the Cassius angle.
Yeah. I think that's a
I was
good.
trying to think of like something a little bit more obscure.
I know.
Yeah. It'll also, I find these episodes as we go on will start rolling with better of like, oh yeah, that
Mhm.
and stuff. So we can always come back to these characters, which is why I was saving Dustin to be number 4, because I feel like Dustin has become the best, in my opinion, of the 4 main ones. He has the most character growth that we're currently seeing. But I actually want to put him with Lyria, because he has that, especially
Ooh.
when we're in season 5 and he's going through all his grief. He's lost Eddie. He's kind of snapping at like even Steve and all of that. But he starts hanging out more with the older kids, the adults, if you were, which is where we see
Mhm.
Lyria on the Archimedes. She's kind of trying to find her own path, who she is, how she's fitting in with all of these people, and less of what the past has been. We see Dustin is obviously still connected to Mike, Lucas, and Will, but
Yeah.
he is becoming his own person. He's paved through because of his grief, because of everything he's gone through, and being this strong-willed person in the same way Lyria has had to do that. And we often forget, like, Lyria is 10 plus years younger than the Darrow, Severo, Cassius that she's now, Volga, even all of them that she's trying to now fit her way into when she can hold her own against Victra. Is very much, it feels like to me, Dustin finally standing up and holding his own. So yeah, I think Dustin and Lyria would get along really well in just that kind of, you know, growing into their confidence and going through those little character growths.
I like that. I was
Mhm.
also thinking on a similar vein in terms of Severo because
Ooh,
he
yeah.
starts out and
Yeah.
he gets bullied in the institute. You know,
Yeah.
he's the little guy nobody wants. He wasn't even supposed to make it through the passage. And then he starts coming into his own. He goes through, moments of grief, losing his father, having his daughter be kidnapped. And
Yeah.
through each of those moments, he kind of progresses and becomes more assertive when facing it, but you can still tell it's eating at him.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I think that's where we are with Dustin in season 5. So I think both of them would vibe really well with Dustin.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like hang out and let you guys
I
just
know. We're
vibe
just
because
gonna figure this
you guys
out.
have great takes.
I'm just rolling through to see if anyone. We did get a couple people in the den, but I don't think anyone in the Patreon commented any of like the main 4. Everyone went real obscure with some of these. Like we'll get to some of them that it's like we didn't even think of that character. But yeah, I really like. I feel like we're gonna probably come back to a lot of, well, any of the misfit quote unquote characters. Like I see Severo and Lyria getting along with quite a few of them,
Yep.
because
Mhm.
of that kind of growth. Uh, yeah, I like it. All right.
Oh, you know who Dustin would get along with? Marbles.
Marbles. Who's Marbles? I don't even know who that is.
He is a green and he's in Angelia when the um basically he's hardwired into
Oh.
the computers in Angelia,
Oh.
and Darrow yanks the cord out of his head, otherwise it was going to fry him in Dark Age.
There you go. Okay.
So Tech Whiz.
Yep. Sure.
Present with the
It's, yeah, you
obscure
coming
call outs.
right
We
in with
love it.
that one.
We love
Yeah.
it.
I like it. I like it a
This
lot.
is this is a prep for Skipper for Bean Boozled.
Oh no. That's next week. I'm not. We'll talk about it more often, but yeah, everyone can. I'm trying to think. Yeah, when this app. No, this will be. We'll have recorded by this comes out, so nobody can submit new ones. But we'll explain after what's happening. Bean Boozle is next episode. Um. All right. L. What do we think about 11? Elle, Jane, whatever we're gonna call her. 11.
I was thinking her with Darrow a little bit more
I just
because
thought
it's
of
that
that as
like
well.
the I have to, the suffering to help um coming into powers. Darrow had to come into um to himself as a gold and learn how to act with his new capabilities,
Yeah.
and then they both just like wear the weight of the world on their shoulders and their friend group, because Elle takes everything personally to try to protect her friends and constantly um make sure that she's there, she can take on whether it's Vecna or the Mind Flayer or whoever.
Yeah. Yeah.
My
Well,
my thought was Victra
ooh,
for
interesting.
Ooh, I
several
like
of the
that
same
too.
Okay.
reasons.
Before
I
we
like
jump to
that too.
Victra, I just want to follow up with the Darrow. Is I was also just thinking that as well because both of them are coming into worlds they do not like societies they don't understand, and like
Mm,
Elle doesn't right like 11 barely talks in season 1 because she doesn't know what word she doesn't know how to read time, and so Darrow
hmm
having to navigate that as well. That I think they have that, so that is a good fit. All right, but talk to us about
Yeah.
Victra.
I'm intrigued.
Well, they're both very badass.
Very badass.
Like
Will destroy a
Elle
man
is
no matter what.
absolutely, and why not?
Mm-hmm.
Elle's
Breaking arms with it.
always like first into the fight. She's like, I have superpowers, get back.
Yeah.
Victor's superpower being her rage. Um,
Valid
Yeah.
superpower.
yeah, that's why her and Daryl get along.
Yeah. I can see 100% 11 saying, like, don't, like, going into the upside down and being like, don't fear me. Or, yeah, what is it? Don't fear for me.
Don't
Pity
yeah, don't fear
them.
for me, pity them.
Pity them. And, like, going full, especially season 5 when we see her running through the, like, obstacle course and just, like,
Yep.
kicking ass. Like, I can, well, that, Victor and her training in Morningstar of, like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm fucking doing this. Yeah, that's a good call out. I have
Yep.
Victor for somebody else, but
Yep. So do I,
I,
but I think she would definitely vibe with Elle.
yeah,
Um, and then you also think about at the end of Golden Sun, Victra loses the use of her legs. And I mean,
And
like,
Elle loses.
we don't really see the consequences there so much,
yeah.
just because it's in the time skip while Darrow's in the table. But yeah, then Elle losing all of her powers.
Mm, that's a great call out. Yep, I like that.
I
That's a good
like it
one.
even more with that call out. That's a good one.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's round up who I still think of as the little kids, even though I'm going to bring up littler kids later. But let's end it with Max. Max is who I was thinking about for, and maybe it's just because we're about to probably put every woman with Victra because they're all badasses. But I think Max and Victor would get along really well, especially having to like defend themselves against siblings, like that Billy Max versus Victor Antonia. Like, let's just sit around and talk
Mm,
shit about our siblings and how terrible human beings they are, and have at some point or another tried to kill us. But I think Max would get along really well with Victra and probably also Holiday because Max, at least for the first three, are kind of that I've got your back person rather than being
mm.
like it's only season 4 that Max really becomes main character energy.
I was thinking Max and Mustang
Ooh,
for part of that similar problematic sibling
yeah,
energy,
Mm,
yeah,
and
good
then
call.
yeah,
and then a
that's
little
totally
bit.
fair.
There's a little bit of kind of a complicated, parental relationship. We don't see it too much for
Ooh,
Max, but the parents are
Hmm
kind of out of the picture, and you can see
yeah,
that influences her quite a bit, similar to how Mustang was influenced through not being raised with her family. Max
yeah,
just
hmm
he didn't get really a new like loving family until she met up with the boys, and then of course you bringing in Steve and Nancy who are looking out for everybody.
Steve with
So
his
that's
6
that's where
kids.
Yeah, that's where I kinda took the tie to, but I could definitely see
Yeah.
Victor there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and with the complex parental relationship, you see Nero treat Adrius really, really shitty, and
Yeah.
Billy's dad do the same, and she's watching it.
Horribly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. And Max also is a lot of more of the brains than the like. She does jump into action sometimes, but she also thinks through. I think far more than
Yeah.
Mhm.
definitely Elle. I don't think Elle's ever had a plan in her entire life. Elle just
No.
follows the
She just
plan and does
Yep.
things. Impulse. It's not impulse. Yeah. Rather than Max. It's kind of at least one more step ahead. And
Mhm.
thoughtful of I'm thinking through of like, you know, as angry as she gets in season 4, kind of is still connected to everybody and think like somewhat processing in comparison to yeah, Elle's just pure
Mhm.
anger, like Victor.
Yeah.
And
One.
shoulders a lot of that responsibility, which we see Max doing in season 4.
Yeah, absolutely. I like it.
Max is always paying attention to,
Yeah.
like, see, like when she's first introduced and all the boys are like following her. Then they find the note. Stop watching me, stalkers.
Exactly.
I watched that episode today. It's so good. I love her so much for that one. Yeah. It immediately jumps into being their friends, which I feel like is
Mhm.
Mustang once like Darrow, right? Like she makes the connection with Darrow, but then is immediately like, all right, I guess I'm accepting Severo and stuff as well.
Mhm.
Like
Yep.
Max is, they're like, come trick or treating, and she like basically says no, and then does anyway because she's like, well, I guess these are my friends now. Like this is what's happening.
Yep, I'm saddled with them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I like it. All right, well, now that we've done Steve Harrington's 6 children, we'll go to the big kids, as I call them. But we can start with Steve. I was gonna say we'll start with Nancy because she's the main of the big kids. Steve, though, I have a lot of feelings of him and Cassius because hear me out.
Absolutely.
Fuck boy, who like controversial in season 1, controversial in Red Rising, turned heart of gold, has to become the babysitter, right? Like
Yep.
not just Cassius and Lysander, but then when we're on the Archimedes, Cassius basically the babysitter of Severo, Lyria, Darrow. Diomedes doesn't need a babysitter, but at least those three, Steve and all his children. Um, and then also, Steve's the one who drives the best out of all of them. And, on we see as on the Archimedes that Cassius really is the best driver as well. So I think the two of them would just bond over drinks. They just they deserve so
Mhm.
many just to relax and not have children yelling at them at all times. And a clean ship. I feel like like Steve also would probably be like, "Can we tidy up after ourselves? Like, what is happening? Why
Yeah.
have you destroyed
Please
this?"
take your feet off the dash.
Yeah, yeah, that's my big one.
Also, I was going to say something, and I thought it would be super mean to say it, so I'm not gonna.
What? Now we have to
If it's
hear it.
Well,
mean to
no, because
Cassius, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, we can be mean to Cassius. We can't be mean to Steve.
no, it was like just mean to everybody who likes either of them.
Oh, I like Steve, but you can
You
trash
can
talk
be mean.
Cassius
We'll
all
take
you
it. Now
want.
you have to say it, or else.
Hanger 17B.
Oh no!
Where are
You're
we
right.
going
I take it
here?
back. No, because I said this same
I'm
thing
worried
when we
about
first
that.
brought it up, and everyone's like, "Does that mean Steve dies?" And I was like, "You take that back!" I just started immediately yelling at everyone. I genuinely, this is not to talk Red Rising. I think Steve has plot armor at the moment because we lost Eddie, and they can't take Steve from both. Like Dustin losing both Steve and Eddie, he's already over the
Yeah.
bridge. He's not. He's not gonna
Or
lose it.
or hear me out. Hear me out.
They die together because the I
They
die, you
take
die.
they take Steve from him and then Dustin heroically sacrifices himself.
Yeah. Well, there is the "I die, you die" is what they say in
Yeah.
season 3. Is "I die"? Season 2 or season 3 is "I die, you die." Between Steve and Dustin, and then they use that in the trailer. I don't like that. Steve is living forever. I
In our
cannot lose my
hearts.
man. I cannot lose my man.
Nancy needs Steve.
Nancy, no, Nancy needs to be a strong, independent woman because Steve deserves better than Nancy. I'm calling it.
Oh, I love Nancy.
You do
Nancy
love Nancy.
just
You and the
Nancy
gun.
Nancy just has horrible taste in men
Agreed.
because she
Agreed.
was with Steve when he was still a fuckboy, and she needs to graduate to Steve like the responsible.
Yeah. Like, yeah, deserves responsible Steve rather than fuckboy Steve, but also just not Jonathan. Like,
Yeah,
that's
he's
where I
horrible.
am in season 2 right now, where I'm like, why did you do this, Nancy? Like, Steve is actually a good boyfriend in season 2. Like, Steve did nothing wrong. Like, tries to
There
get
was
her
a lot of angst out of
out of
Nancy in season
Nancy.
2.
Absolutely. But,
She needed
like,
time. She needed time.
Oh
Jonathan?
yeah.
Yeah. Jonathan? Anyway, we're not here to actually discuss our issues with Jonathan. But let's talk
He's
about
We're not a
horrible. He's
relationships
horrible.
podcast.
no. Uh but if we're just putting Steve with Cassius, which I think makes the most sense overall, who are we putting? We
the
might as well.
only
Okay.
the only other argument I have, or the only other relation that I will posit, Cavix,
Oh,
with all
Kavix
of
with all
his
the
little children.
kids. That is a good one.
I like that.
I like that a lot. I will accept that. Yeah.
And
Steve
unlike
deserves a
Cassius,
dog.
Cavix isn't gonna die.
No. Kavix better not die.
Better not.
I think we've had too many Kavix scares. I think he has plot armor at this
Mm.
point. I think we would riot. Everybody riot in the
Mhm.
streets if we get Kavix taken away from us.
Who's gonna take care of Sophocles then? Like,
Lyria.
Right?
well,
Lyria.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that was another point I had of Lyria and all her animals, or at least Sophocles. And Dustin ends up with Dart, had his cat.
Mhm.
Poor, rest in peace. Has the snake until he mishandles that snake. That was his own fault. The snake died.
He's not great. He's not great with animals.
No,
Nope.
no. He tries though. Like he tries to be an
He
animal
does.
lover. He does not think through the steps. Rather than Lyria, you know, does let Sophocles shit on a carpet. Other than that, like you can't really control Sophocles, can you?
It happens. It happens.
Oh, he was
It
peeing.
happens.
He was peeing.
Oh, he peed on the carpet. He didn't shit on.
He
Okay, well, my
peed.
mistake.
Goodness.
Gets yelled at by the robot, doesn't he?
Spritzed by the robot.
Spritzed by the yeah. All right. Well, let's go. We might as well go to Jonathan because we just did a whole rant about how much we dislike him, and we'll save the good big kids for later. I don't think anybody gets along with Jonathan. They just.
Screwface.
Oh, explain.
Super not confident. Kind of like on the fringes.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Okay. I like it. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the people that love him,
Yeah.
but
But you're right. And like, yeah, Screwface just wants to be like everybody else, which I feel like is Jonathan trying to overprove himself, which is what makes him like a bad boyfriend. Like if he was just confident and being like, "Here you go, Nancy. Like let me tell
yeah,
you
I
what
am me.
I am me. This is who I am. Way better." And Jonathan has his moments with Will, and Screwface definitely has his moments, especially with what we see with Darrow. Like Screw has his moments. Jonathan does. He is a sometimes good older brother. Actually, I think he's always a good older brother. You have to give him props for that. Like he protects Will
Mhm.
way more than like Nan. When was the last time Nancy and Mike even talked? Like, what is that?
In the
I mean,
hospital.
Yeah, that's true.
Can you blame her? Her brother's Mike.
I
Yeah,
know.
fair.
Well, have you
So
seen?
real.
There's a meme going around about how in season 1 they go, "We're gonna tell each other everything," and then it says, "and they never talked again." Because it's like, are we? Are we gonna tell each other everything? But Jonathan is actually a good older brother, and so Screwface is very loyal to his friends, and I can see him kind of. Yeah, okay, screw
I can see
Jonathan.
that.
I'll
Yeah.
give it to you. I'll give that one to you. Yeah. All right, but that's the only
We got
one.
to get one off the cuff sometime.
Yeah. I'm like trying to process like way minor Red Rising characters. But I don't even think Diomedes would like put up with Jonathan. He'd be like, "Can you stop
I
whining?
don't
Can
think
you like
so. Yeah.
man up?"
You mean Jonathan, who is spending all his time getting high?
Oh
Doesn't sound
yeah.
very Diomedes.
It's not Diomedes at all. No.
Cactus. Fucking any of the
Cactus.
Valley I Wrath brothers.
Ooh,
That's a good one.
I can
Yeah.
see that. I can see Tactus.
Yeah. Okay. I like it.
'Cause I don't think he has the. I don't think he has the confidence. Jonathan doesn't have the
No.
confidence for Apple.
No,
But
for real.
Tactus was very insecure.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I was gonna say with like the photography versus the violin, like you got that kind of I'm gonna hide this in the background. Not really gonna.
Well,
I mean, Tactus is never
Jonathan's a big
creepy with his violin.
Jonathan's a big music fan too, so
That is
that goes to the
true.
violin.
Yeah.
That is true. All right, I like it. I like that a lot. Okay, we did way better with Jonathan than I thought we would.
There we go.
I didn't think anyone was vibing with him. All
Goes to
right.
Crescent.
Yep. You got us rolling there. Uh, let's do Harvest's main woman over here, Nancy. I feel like off the top of my head, Holiday with all the guns, like
Yep.
just the
Yeah, for
Yep.
real.
Nancy walk him down Wheeler, just
Yeah.
taking them all out, just like Holiday. I think they would vibe together, and also kind of that little bit of anger, confusion that like Holiday is like there and needs to be strong, but is obviously still dealing with the death of her brother and all of that. And we don't see it as much, and same way as like Nancy suppressing feelings about Barb, especially in the first few seasons, and then other things. I think they would get along well. I think Victra, just because of Victra, we're gonna say for every
Yeah.
badass.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely, Nancy saying pity them when she's got
Yeah.
one of her guns. Absolutely.
That needs to happen. You need to write that
Yeah.
into the
Yeah.
dialogue.
Let's
Yeah.
call
Hey
the
guys,
Duffer
I
Brothers.
know you've
You've
filmed
recorded
this
all
and
this.
everything already, but like we're gonna need this
I
like
know it's like probably
yesterday.
pre-recorded on Netflix, like it's already ready to release probably and sitting in the background on Netflix, but we have changes you need to make.
They can do a quick dub. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Listen, this episode will come out on the 24th of December. And then they have until the 31st. You can put it in the final episode. That's fine.
Yeah,
So
it's good.
Yeah.
it's going to be great. Yep. I do also think from season 5, Mustang with Nancy, when Nancy's got like the full overhead projector and is like doing the strategy and like this is what's gonna happen and is like command ship feels
Yeah, got like
very
full grid system.
yeah, that feels
Yeah.
very Mustang in Lightbringer when she's like controlling the army, like that feels good to
Yep.
me as well.
It's really just like all the very strong, like physical
Yeah,
females from Red Rising. I think would jive with Nancy.
I
Yep.
think so. Yeah, absolutely. All right, Robin, my fave.
Ooh.
Mustang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she's like randomly translated a bunch of Russian.
Yeah, she does
What
have like
what?
when she drops something or an idea or whatever, it is yeah, that's a good point. Of she's just like it's this, and everyone's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Which feels like a very
Yeah, and she's like,
Mustang.
it's fucking obvious, you clowns.
Yeah, like
And
really,
this is why.
yeah.
And Skipper, I think to one of your previous comments, Robin gets saddled with Steve's children.
Yes.
So Mustang, gets
With all
very
the
saddled
howlers.
with all of the howlers
Yep.
and just has to put up with it.
Yeah.
Yep. Stepmom Robin. Stepmom Mustang.
Yep.
I like it.
And
Yeah.
Robin is all throughout the season, Robin is always employed. Mustang
Yes.
always has at least one job to do.
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah. She does not. They do not sit idly. Those women. They need something.
No.
Yep. I like it. And also not putting love first. Mustang's got
Yes.
everything else,
Mhm.
and then we'll come back to Darrow. Poor Vicky just wants a date. Like, poor Robin, just at least call Vicky and say you're not coming on the date. Stop standing her up. Like,
Or
yeah.
dodging her in the
Oh
hospital.
Yeah.
my god. Robin. This is terrible. Yeah.
It's okay. She'll
Yeah.
be fine. She'll be
It'll be
fine.
fine. One day Vicky will understand. Oh no. I
Yeah.
hope they get their date at Enzo's. Yep. Yep. Vinyl had written uh Lyria and Robin, which I don't know
I
his
see that too.
background. That's just the note I'm scrolling through here. But yeah, Lyria and Robin, especially coming in so much later, right? Like Robin's is season 3. Um really Lyria doesn't join the group until really Dark Age. Like even in Iron Gold, she's off to the
Yeah.
side kind of a thing.
Yeah, and I mean, even then, she's kind of like it's very, very end of Dark Age.
Yeah. But also thrown into like bullshit that she did not mean to be. Like both of them were just
No
doing a job,
qualifications. Yeah.
right? Like Robin's just trying to scoop ice cream over here, and Lyria's just trying to, control a fox, and then is suddenly in the middle of a kidnapping plot, and Robin's dealing with Russians, and both of them just kind of roll with it. Like Lyria's obviously
Yep.
mad about everything that's happening, but then she just rolls with it when Victor and Volga are like, "You're with us now." She's like, "Okay," and like
Guess I'm with you.
Robin's like, "What is all of the children with Steve doing? We're running away from Russians. Oh, okay. I guess I'm rolling with
Okay.
it." Like, gets really into it in the next. Like, okay, this is just my life now. Yeah. Imagine if Steve had a bad coworker. We just, let him fend for
I would
himself.
never have translated that Russian.
No,
Yeah.
Steve would be
Yeah.
dead.
Season's over.
Dustin would be
Probably.
dead. Is Erica with them at that point? I forget. She'd be
Yep.
dead.
Yeah, she goes down into the
Yeah.
elevator.
But yeah, Larry and Robin. I can see that one. I can see them vibing. Although I always think Lyria has probably a little bit of a short temper, and I think Robin might annoy her. Like Robin just
A little
talks
bit.
so much that I can see a couple
So,
of the characters being like, can you calm down for a second?
I mean, they'd vibe. It doesn't mean they'd have to be around each other 24/7.
Hmm.
So
That
they'd
is
go hang
true.
out, get some ice cream,
Yeah.
listen to the radio, and then go their separate ways.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Okay. I have an interesting one.
Okay.
Robin and Leah.
Oh. Okay. Elaborate.
They're both kind of like not physically gifted, I would say.
Okay.
Because Robin is like very much just like
Clumsy.
a klutz.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And then Leah is murdered. Because
But not gently.
yeah, wow, I mean,
It's
he
not
can't.
Not pulling any punches.
No, you know me.
hilarious. I like it.
I don't know. That one's not deep. That
Yeah,
one's just
that was just off the top of your head. Okay,
Just
Yeah.
surface vibes.
yeah, exactly.
we're here for it. I like it. All right. Um, last of I'm gonna say last of the big kids, unless you have someone else to add. Billy. And I have
I
one.
think
This is okay, go. And then I
go
have a
for
good
it.
one for it. I was going to say
No, you go for it.
this is the one. So unfortunately Vinyl couldn't be here with us tonight, but he was invited and then had to maybe he'll join later. He has an open invite. Maybe he'll show up. But when I invited him to join, I was like, "Oh, this is how it's going to work." And the example I said as I was like, "We'll work through like main characters and then maybe some side characters." And I was initially thinking we were going to do it the opposite if we work Red Rising through, but you're right. There's so many more Red Rising characters that this is a way easier way to do it. So I said, for example, like, and I was like, well, and you can bring ones I might not think of. Like, if you really want to talk about Carnus, maybe he gets along with Billy. And then I was like, actually, Carnus does get along with Billy. The two of them bullying
I could see that.
everybody else. Yeah, that was my peak. And it's funny because Vinyl's response was like, "Did you just come up with that?" I was like, "I just came up with that. I'm a genius." But yeah, Billy and Carnus, they're just out here bullying everyone, especially their siblings. They've got some like deep rooted hate to work through. They don't want to see anyone else happy. They just want to break shit. Yeah. Yeah.
So I see your
That.
Carnus,
Okay.
and I raise you an apple.
Yes. Yep.
Wholeheartedly agree.
I think
Yeah,
that I felt that was coming.
very image obsessed.
Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah, image obsessed. Gonna sleep with all the women.
Yep.
Apollonius would
Like
100% be the
like maybe
lifeguard that
Mrs.
wants
Wheeler.
to, like maybe Mrs. Wheeler.
That was 12 minutes from happening.
Yeah. If it had been Apple in that hotel room, Mrs. Wheeler would have showed up.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no. There's my Billy and yeah, any of kind of the bullies. I think him and like Atalantia would also be able to get along, right? Of just that, like it has to be the big ego people. Like I don't think he would have.
Mhm.
I don't think Billy would have time for Adrius. Like I think he'd find Adrius too whiny. He's not gonna deal with like your any of the like smart villains. He doesn't want to deal with. Like I think even
Yeah.
Atlas
Yeah,
and
no.
Lysander would be too like smart for Billy. Billy wants the like, here's my power. Let me throw it in your face.
Yeah, an ego villain.
An ego villain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Atlas, definitely not that.
Yeah. Okay.
We do have a go back for Mike.
Okay. Give us Mike.
Ooh.
Roke.
Oh,
Oh God, yes.
yes.
Waxing
Can't believe we
that
didn't think of that earlier.
Yeah.
Such a good
It was
call.
right. It was right there, and I'm like, I'm forgetting. I'm not thinking about an obvious one,
How many metaphors and
and it just
analogies and everything else can Mike come up with? Yeah.
Yeah. That's the perfect one. That's it right there.
That's it. You nailed it. Mike and Roke. I hate them
Yep.
both. But like not like the big bad hate. Just like annoyed to death.
Just
by
like
both of
you are
them.
so lame,
Absolutely.
hate.
Does that mean that Mike is gonna die? Maybe? Fingers
we'll
crossed.
see.
Killed by an old friend. Ooh. I don't think Stranger Things would take. They don't have enough episodes to suddenly twist Mike that badly. But still.
They did.
But if they did,
It
I
would
don't
be
know,
a
man. They just gave
good
Will
way to go.
powers, so
there's 4 episodes
could
left.
kill Mike.
Kill Mike. And they're like 2 hours long. It's fine. All right.
Yeah, these are whole ass movies.
I know. We have
Yeah.
so much time. All right. I think that's it for our main children. I still have other children I want to bring up. But before I do those,
Mhm.
let's bring up some of the adults, proper adults. I feel very strongly that Hops and Ephraim, it's not even that they're getting along, they are the same person. Hopper and Ephraim,
Yup.
straight up the same person. Like I was watching season 1, especially when you get like crime solving Hopper and like he's, got all his cigarettes and he's dealing with the grief of his child and he just wants to solve crime. And then it's like this is Ephraim. This is a heist. Ephraim would 100% just lie to get his way into that lab in the name of whatever, drinking, smoking, dealing with his, the death of Trig. Absolutely. They would have some crazy war stories that they could swap back and forth. They're just going to sometimes just sit in the bar and not say anything and just drink and like, absolutely.
Honestly, I
Ephraim
feel
and
like that'll be most of their time.
would just be sitting in
Yeah.
the bar not.
And
Yeah.
then once they're like real deep in the bottle,
That's when
that's when the
yeah.
stories start coming out.
Yeah.
I have a third one to throw into that little
Oh.
twosome mix, drinking and sharing war stories. Kitchener.
Oh,
Yep.
that's a good one.
Hard
Yeah.
yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because he's also, he was also grieving and dealing with the loss of his wife. You got Hop
Yeah.
dealing with the loss of his child, and later his wife.
Yeah.
Differing circumstances, so both just processing a lot of grief, have a lot of those war stories, and then just hitting the bottle.
Absolutely.
Yep.
That's a good one.
And
Yeah, that's a perfect call.
And then both
Hop is
Fitchner.
trying to parent Elle.
I was about to say, yeah. And Fitchner's got Severo. That it's like, what are we doing here?
Yep.
That's
Can't
a great
control
one.
them. They do whatever they want.
Yep. Absolutely. That's a great one. I had not thought about Fitchner, but it fits so perfectly. Yeah, that trio would be hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
But it has to take place in the 80s so that they can smoke in the bar. Like, it can't be modern day where there's no smoking in bars, at least in Canada, and I think most in the United States. Like, we need those ashtrays everywhere with, like, I'm thinking the peanuts on the floor, like that stuff, like the dive bar,
Oh, yeah.
like peanut shells.
Because
everywhere.
they would absolutely get kicked out of any like cigar lounge because they'd say we can't
Yes.
tolerate these shenanigans. Like go out. So they need to be at just a dive bar where they
It
can
has to
chain
be
smoke.
Yeah.
the grimiest
Hole in the wall.
place. Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Sticky floors. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would live for this crossover.
Yeah. I am here for it. Pierce, write us that because I don't think the Duffer Brothers have enough time. Pierce, write us.
Yes, because Pierce has
Pierce has
Pierce
nothing
has
else
all the
he's
time in the
writing.
world.
He's writing nothing else. We're good. We're good.
Pierce doesn't have anything coming out in 2 weeks.
That means the Duffer Brothers are done.
They're done.
Oh,
They've
that's
already
true.
written it.
Okay,
They're
just
like
need them-
so
we
done.
We just
You're
need
right.
them to go add a dub of Pity Them in, and we're fine.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay, I take it back. Duffer Brothers, get on this. We need this written.
Learn the intricacies of these other characters you've never heard of.
We don't know.
And get creating.
They seem like giant
Well,
nerds. I think
suppose
they
that's
would.
true.
I feel like they've read Red Rising. Maybe. No, I don't know what the timeline is here. I think Hopper came technically before Ephraim. I was going to say, we figured out that I think the character of Hopper would exist before Ephraim, at least in published work. I don't know when Pierce came up with the idea of Ephraim. I claim to be him, but I don't know that much.
Well, he was published in Morningstar.
Ephraim's in Morningstar?
Ephraim. Yeah. I wish Ephraim was here.
Oh, the line. Okay. I was like, we don't.
He existed.
Okay.
He existed.
So then that's around the same year, because isn't Stranger Things 2016 and Morningstar's 2016? Who did it first?
Oh, Stranger Things was 2017.
Oh. I'm sure the Duffer Brothers based Hopper on that one sentence.
Oh, it
in
is 2016.
Morningstar. It's 2016. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was the same. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe Ephraim is based on Hopper.
You never know.
Fitchner is too early. Fitchner would have been. Maybe Hopper's based on Fitchner, and
Maybe.
Ephraim's based on Hopper. We figured it out.
You got the timeline. You're good.
Yep.
It's great. All right. Joyce for other adults. This is a hard
Joyce,
one.
Deanna.
Oh yeah, like that motherly
like
worrying.
Yeah, but also like, if Deanna got the chance, she'd be fucking shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
She's like just past her warrioring years.
But I can't see Deanna talking to light bulbs. Like, I think Deanna would deal with her grief in a different way than trying to talk to the light bulbs. Like, Joyce is just that slightly unbalanced that it works.
Well, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
I was also thinking Niobe a little bit.
Oh, Niobe's a good
Oh yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
You got kids you can't control.
And dealing
if
with
you look
the
at
crazy Cavics, like you have to believe in magic. That's more talking to light bulbs. I believe that Niobe would be the one to talk to a light bulb.
yep,
Oh God,
yep,
what
and
has Kavix gotten into now?
Yeah.
Joyce dealing with Hop.
Yes.
Niobe has to deal with Kavix's shenanigans.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And maybe wanting that normalcy that we see Joyce trying with like Bob, like and trying to move away. Like I can see Naomi being like, "Can we move on from all of this?" And then getting roped back in, and all right, fine. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good call out. I wasn't really going to do any of the other adults because they're not really around that much. But the one that I just came to mind is I think Karen Wheeler as Julia, Cassie's
Oh,
mom.
Okay.
Julia,
interesting.
because it's
Albalona.
Albalona, would do anything for at least one child when we see in season 5 of that. Like,
In
but also
season
is
5,
kind
the
of
wine
like,
bottle.
yeah. And, but also has that like air of, always that perfectly put together, always that like perfect suburban wife that we then see as like, I don't know, Julia Bologna always knocks me as that like trying to put herself as that perfect gold, like that perfect like upper stand. I believe Julia Bologna would absolutely sleep with Billy / Apollonius if given the chance. She'd be like, yeah, that's
They
better than my
probably
husband.
did.
Right? And
Let's be
like,
real.
we don't know much about her. Like, we know her husband's around and we get like some stories. But he's not as like main character focused in the same way
He's
like
not anymore.
Ted is just in the background, right? Like, I feel like growing up, it was all about Julia and not, I don't even remember his name, but rather than like Ted's just
Ellen. I
there. What's his name?
think it's Kellen.
Kellen? Sure.
Tiberius.
All right. But yeah, I feel like he would be like the Ted of like, yes, dear, let's go, right? Like Cassius tells a couple stories, but nothing major. Yeah, that's my Karen Wheeler for you.
Yeah, sure. You're not gonna eat anything until
Yeah, it is
someone brings
Tiberius.
you.
Yeah.
Except Karen Wheeler's like, I'm just not gonna stop drinking wine
I'm
until
not trained. Yeah.
someone fixes this.
So she's Thraxa.
Yep.
That is true as well. But I feel like Thraxa does not have the maternal instinct.
She might for the Howlers.
Might for the Howlers. You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. If we're putting the kids as the Howlers. All right. I like it. That one just came to my mind. So now we have, I don't know if there's any other. I'm saving. We'll do Henry / Vecna and the little kids in a second. Is there anyone else that we?
Murray.
Oh, Murray. Who do you want Murray to be?
I feel like.
I thought Mickey a
Oh,
little
Oh
bit.
yeah. I
From
was gonna
just
say
like a
another one that would get along
sheer
with
unhinged,
yeah.
problem
for sure.
solving, like somewhat tortured. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I was thinking another Ephraim get along. It's just
Yeah.
shots of vodka.
Shots of vodka. I feel like he would bother Ephraim too much. Like he'd be talking too much, and Ephraim would be like, "Can you shut the fuck up? Like, no, stop with the." like,
I think like for exactly the reason that Murray would probably bother Ephraim, weirdly enough, I think Murray and Volga would vibe. Just because she's
oh,
looking
Mm,
for someone friendly, they both have interesting passions.
Yeah.
And she wants a zoo.
And also, like, Volga
Murray
is.
loves karate.
Yeah, well, and Volga is in with the heist. Like, she has a heist background, but, like, not the
Yeah.
planner of the heist, the assistant. In the same way, Murray is just there to be like, I will assist in any, right? Like, ridiculous. Let me bring you
Yeah,
things. Let me.
Volga is the assistant to the regional heister.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I think you're right. I think Murray would also love a trip to the zoo. Like, I can see him getting behind that, but he'd be like conspiratorial about like what animal is doing what. Like,
Also, fucked off his ass.
oh yeah,
Oh, completely.
absolutely. That's so funny. I like that. That's a great one. Yeah. All right. Is any other adults? I think that's kind of it.
Oh, Bob?
Bob. I was just thinking Bob, but I didn't know if that was so important just because I'm watching season 2 right now and that's what's in my head. Uh,
Just love Bob.
Bob is great. Quite frankly, I think they would
Bob is
all
great.
get along with Bob. Not the villains. I think some of them would find Bob too boring. I don't think Severo's getting along with Bob. Severo would find
No.
Bob boring. But I think, like, most of them would get along
Bob
with
and
Bob.
Kavix.
Bob and Kavix.
Big dad energy.
Such big dad energy. They'd be so excited to, like, just hang out and watch a movie with the kids.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was also thinking
Go
Bob and
fishing.
Lorne.
Oh, and Lorne.
Oh,
Interesting.
Freaking Lorne.
Okay.
Because they're
explain.
both, you know, Lorne is an expert in his field. Bob has done very well in his. Problem solves, brings some of that expertise when Joyce needs it.
Yeah.
Also, kind of has that very like grandfatherly, fatherly
Yeah.
energy. Very protective over the family, and Bob sacrificed himself
That is true.
at the end. So he would pair up very well with Lorne from that perspective.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'm also though
I can
imagining
accept it.
again like the drinking stories of Lorne. Like Bob would be so interested in Lorne's stories, and he'd be like, "This is
Yeah.
fascinating," and would turn around and like try and match. And Lorne, I think, would just like politely nod and be like, "Sure, your
Yeah, that's
retail
cute.
days at Radio Shack is absolutely the
Yeah.
same, right?
Like, yeah,
Tell me again about how." Yeah.
Radio Shack and Razors. I mean,
Yeah.
what's
Hey,
the difference?
Razor Shack.
Razor Shack.
Bob would probably try to start a Razor Shack.
You
Yep.
know who Bob would love is Quicksilver and all of the like
Oh my
technology and
god.
stuff. He would be all over that
Yes.
shit.
Bob and Kopachi.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got there.
Who doesn't Bob vibe with?
Bob vibes with
He's just such a
everybody.
good guy.
Yeah.
He's such a good guy.
He would probably win over at Atlantia. She'd be like, "Listen, you're not like fully my cup
Let me
of
work
tea,
these
but like
gauntlets
it's
out on
fine."
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be
Yeah.
fine. Lysander could
Like, hey,
use a
we have the
fatherly
part for
figure.
this at Radio Shack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Oh,
great.
your weird claw servos have gone out?
Don't worry, I got this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Aisle 7.
I love it. Aw, Bob. Rest in peace, Bob. Rest in peace.
Rip in pieces.
Yeah. All right. Uh, the little kids. Erica and Victra. No one would survive.
Nope.
They're
I
just.
have a better one.
Oh, you have a better one. I was gonna say just because the sass level between those two. All right, who are you saying for
Electra.
Erica? Electra. Oh my God, yes. They're solving
I like
everybody's
that.
problem.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
also have Orion, because
Oh.
from a
Yeah.
from a strategy perspective, like, put them both in charge. We wouldn't even still be talking about Vecna or the Mind Flayer
No.
if Erica
Mm-hmm.
was in charge.
I
Same
know.
with just put Orion in charge. We're good.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Everybody off Mercury. Terraform the planet. It's
Yep.
fine.
We're done.
Yep.
It's good.
Yeah. Erica is one of my favorite characters. She's just
She's amazing.
so
Mhm.
sassy. I think Mustang would love her because of the strategy reason, she'd be
Mhm.
like, "Get over
Mm.
here, fix this." Like, though I think Erica would tell Mustang all the things she's done wrong, of like, this is why you're like, you haven't fully succeeded. Like, Erica does
And
not hold
Mustang's
back.
like, that's adorable that you think that I did this
Yeah,
accidentally.
yeah, yeah.
See, weird enough, I think Erica and Octavia would vibe, but I think Octavia would eventually be threatened and be like, "No, we've got to.
Yeah.
I don't need a
Yeah.
little
Erica
usurper."
starts out as the new Aja,
Oh
Mhm.
my god.
and then she's like, "Oh fuck, I have to be worried."
Yeah,
So we're just gonna have a little accident happen.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't. Erica would see through your little accidents. You can't kill Erica. She'll
Yeah,
just
the
turn around and
accident becomes,
stab you
oops,
with a
yeah,
needle.
accidentally we have reversed this accident.
Yeah. I am in charge now. I love it. Yeah. Oh my god. Erica and Severo, again, the sass
Yep.
level. Yeah, be great. Um,
Both like the misunderstood, you know,
yeah.
younger sibling. If you look
Why
at
didn't you
Severo and
invite me?
Darrow,
Why didn't you include me in this? Right? Severo's like, I could have helped. Erica's
Hmm.
over here like, why didn't you? Because if we included Erica and everything, there wouldn't be a plot. It would be done in an episode.
Yeah, Stranger Things. Stranger Things if Erica was involved.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot shorter.
like in the institute when Darrow finally is like, "Hey, maybe we should see where Severo is."
Yeah, maybe
He's, he's got everything solved. He's surviving on his own. That's Erica.
he's
He's
thriving.
like, "I don't need the
Yep.
rest of you. I'm good."
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, I love Erica so much. Um. All right. Well.
I have one for you.
Okay.
Barb and Pax.
We forgot about Barb with the big kids. Barb and Pax. Oh, killed too early.
Killed
Gentle.
too early.
Oh, Pax Autelemanus. I was
I
like,
tell him
Yes.
honest.
I
Yeah.
Oh,
don't
you're
see
thinking,
it.
no, 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 Pax on
No.
Talamanus.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I can also see because they're
Eh,
just loyal friends following along. Like, I bet you
Yep.
Mustang has dragged Pax to a couple parties he did not want to be at. And, like, I think unlike, like, Pax probably stuck around, unlike Barb was like, well, Barb actually does stick around, we see. She hangs out at the
Yeah.
pool. It's not really her fault that she leaves Nancy. Um, yeah.
Both of them
This,
have a legacy that outlasts how much, you know, screen time or page time they actually got.
yep.
For the I was surprised with how short Barb's time was in Stranger Things because I had heard about Barb so much. I was like, "Oh, she's got to be a main character." And then the
Like,
first episode happened and I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yep.
That was it for Barb?
Oh, yep. Hashtag justice for Barb. Hashtag justice for Pax. I believe the first person to ever be taken by the hat.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yep. Uh, I was gonna say with the kids, delightful slash dipshit Derek, and I think it's Vinyl. Somebody matched him with Severo because let
yeah,
me
that
find the exact quote from Vinyl here. Is that he wants because I can totally hear the line suck my fat one and Severo rolling. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, and then Severo starts using suck my fat one. Absolutely. The two of them are just pure chaos incarnate.
Yep.
But can do the job when it
Definitely.
needs to be done. Like
Yeah.
when dipshit becomes
Mhm.
delightful Derek, like he can do the job. He doesn't
Can lead a
necessarily want
cult.
to. He can lead his own cult.
Yep.
And then, still has his throwaway lines of Ashley Clyde is a snitch. Yeah, I
That's a
like
good
it.
one.
That is a good one. Yeah, thank you, Vinyl, for that one. Uh, Yeah. And then Holly, who I had not actually thought of, but she's kind of the other small child. She's just
Holly, as in Mike's sister?
as in Mike's sister. She's now become a main character. Although she has been around and has been watching the Upside Down since the beginning. We see her in Joyce's house. She follows the light bulbs. Um, she almost maybe Julian. I'm trying to think though, because Julian's gone so soon that like Holly is evolved of was the forgotten sister that like literally they're like yeah whatever the toddler over there and is now that maybe it was Lyria of being that younger sister that
See
is
Lyria.
watching and then has to step up. Now Holly at this point still has her older siblings, but she's separated from them at least and trying to work through that. But yeah.
I mean, with the ignoring the kind of age difference from the vibing perspective, in terms of having family legacy to live up to, because Holly has Nancy's legacy to live up to and all of that. I could see maybe Alexander a little bit
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
because
Yep.
there's that. Are they going to step up?
Yep.
Because there's always that concern in kind of Iron Gold and then in Dark Age, is Alexander actually going to be able to step up
Yeah.
and kind of live up to that family legacy? We
Absolutely.
Been
don't know if
taken too
we
soon.
don't know if Holly is or yet.
Yeah. That's a good call. That's a good call out. Yeah, and a little bit
Yeah.
maybe also like, which is I think why Alex and Rona get along so well, is Rona as well has that like big
Yep.
boots to fill and stowing away and trying to like make herself important, which I know Holly is not like that's not why she gets taken by Mr. Whatsit. She's not trying to make herself important, but she ends up in the throes in the same way Rona with stowing away and like just wanting, that bigger adventure and you know, Holly is with Mr. Whatsit of, okay, well let's see where this leads. Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. I had no thoughts for Holly at all. I was just naming. I wanted to bring up dipshit Derek, and I didn't think I could do that without Holly. It felt like we would be missing her. So I like that. Okay. And then the last Stranger Things character I can think of, you can come back and name other people, is Henry slash Vecna. And I think Henry and Lysander would get along really well because they both have that like this was something has happened to me as a child. This is, I was almost forced into this role and Henry I think still sees himself, especially how he helps 11 or attempts to help 11 and now with Holly and what's happening in season 5 of like still thinking that he is a little bit the hero and like I am doing the best thing for everyone while being the absolute villain. I think they could also get along of, you know, having that little conversation and banter. Like Henry's still he seems intelligent to me and thinking that he is on that higher intelligent level that Lysander is also on, that I think they could have some very interesting conversation. I feel like they would discuss ethics. Like I think there is a lot happening there, and the duality of their characters.
I think the Vecna version
Mm-hmm.
that is of Henry, I pair a little bit more with Adrius
Oh,
because
okay.
it's trying to influence, trying to be the puppet master,
Yep.
but still also carrying. Vecna carries a part of Henry in him, so I think that's also carrying the trauma of his youth.
Yep.
That he was going through and the influence his father had on him versus the influence that Henry's life, when he was a kid led
Yeah.
up to. So I could kind of see that them vibing and also thinking that they're smarter than everyone.
Yeah.
So I don't disagree with either of those,
Okay.
What do you
but
got?
also Atlas.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Like Atlas
Atlas.
was
Yeah.
sent out to the rim
Yeah.
as, or
Yeah.
sent to the from the rim to the core as a ward as a young child, um, and then basically has to go back to the rim and get rid of his family,
Yep.
and he's inflicting a fair bit of horror in his time.
No.
Yeah.
I
He's,
like
he's a
it.
bad dude.
I like
Well,
it.
and that double edge of like Atlas we see in Two Lights, that he's even playing the other villains kind of a thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like there is
Yep.
kind of that somewhat just watching over Atlas versus what we see of him controlling behind the scenes, as with Fa and all of that. In the same way Henry has the two sides of being Henry or one, and then Vecna, right? Like that's
Yeah.
that double
Exactly.
sided being able to
Yeah.
change. Because doesn't Atlas become what's his face at one point? Doesn't he put on a whole
Yeah. He
other
becomes.
outfit with face?
Oh, what's his name?
Crescent, you have one job.
Shit.
No.
Uh, what's his name?
Bean Boozled Crescent.
Ah, we beat
No,
Boozled again!
I know who she's talking about. The fuck's his name? Shit.
If I Google whose
I'm gonna feel
face
really dumb.
does
This is I
Atlas wear,
Skip. I think you Bean
Uh,
Boozled Crescent.
he doesn't have the bad beans though.
true. Uh,
I'm gonna feel so proud of myself. Helios? Olux?
yeah, Helios Outlux. Yeah.
I just like to say that Googling whose face does Atlas wear Red Rising does actually work to bring that up. Thank you, Reddit, I believe is where
Yeah.
that is being pulled from. Yeah. Helios Olux. Yeah, so he's got that kind of double sided, how evil versus like weirdly manipulative. And Henry has that truly evil and then just kind of manipulative.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think the two of them, and it's strategy as well. That I think
that works.
again, Henry. I don't know if we actually really see Henry being overly smart or intelligent, but he just strikes me as that. And so getting along with, in comparison to Billy, we said was not going to be with the intelligent villains and instead the ego. I think Henry would do the
Yeah.
opposite. Is he's not going to have time for Apollonius in the same way, like he just kind of uses and demolishes Billy. He's going to have time and want to spend time with the Atlases, the Lysanders, the Adriuses. Yeah. Yeah.
I have a I have a
Okay.
I have a minor character going
All
after.
right.
Well, minor-ish. In season 4, Chrissy's boyfriend, Jason, who I
Mm.
refer to as Polo Douche,
Yep. Yep.
uh, Bellerophon.
Oh.
Ah,
Okay.
just
Explain
because
further.
big douche.
Big douche. They both have that kind of, self-important, you know,
Yeah.
I because Bellerophon thinks he can take out Cassius and can't.
Yep.
Jason Polo Douche thinks he can take out Eddie, thinks he can, be the hero of his storyline with Chrissy and avenge Chrissy, and he kind of fails at that pretty hard.
Absolutely. I like it.
Yep.
And that just reminded me that we did not do Eddie. I am so sorry that I forgot him
Saving
with
the
the
best
big
for
cape.
last.
We're saving the best for last.
You say Jabs would never forgive you.
I know. Me and Jabs met Eddie at Toronto Fan Expo. We have a picture of the two of us and Joseph Quinn. Is that who plays
Maybe.
Eddie?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, he was lovely. Uh, Eddie, who I think quite a few. I think most of our howlers would get along with Eddie because it's that misfit, wants to hang out,
Yup.
loyal, big hearted, just a lot of fun. I think Severo and Eddie would get along especially
Mhm.
well. But like Pebble, Screwface, like I think all of the howlers especially. Eddie brings big howler energy.
Eddie would definitely
100%.
be a howler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially going out the way he did.
Oh
Mhm.
Come on.
yeah. Yeah. I can see Severo standing, doing that guitar solo. Um
Devereaux's fingernails are far too long to play that guitar solo.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong at
Yeah,
all.
you're not wrong.
Yeah. But I can see him making a giant distraction of like over here. I need to, while the
Yeah.
Oh
main
yeah,
thing is
100%.
happening. Yeah. 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 I think Eddie is huge howler. Huge howler energy.
Yeah,
All right. Well, is that it? Now did I forget anybody? And do we want to go
probably,
back?
but
Like,
that's
has
how it
anyone
goes.
thought of anything? Well, we came back from Mike, but I think that was pretty good. I think we did a decent
Yeah,
job in this. The
I think
other one
so.
that you had thrown in Harvest when I looked in the Patreon was that you put, and this that keeps updating, 8 for Callie and Lyria. And I don't know
Ooh,
if you
yeah.
had thoughts behind that one or if you were just throwing it out there. But that feels like
I
a good
think
one.
they just vibe. I don't
Yeah.
have too many thoughts behind it. I think they just vibe because, eight's on her own, kind of separated
Yeah.
from family, has to form a new family. After what she went through with Papa.
Yeah.
And Lyria kind of has to do the same thing after she's gone through all her family trauma. She kind of forms her own little pack, finds her place in the world, and
Yep.
they're I think they just vibe really well.
Yeah.
Both pretty angry.
Hmm.
Definitely anger
Yep.
there. Yep. We'll probably see Lyria do some big thing in Lightbringer, I feel like, to bring it home with her hanging out. And
Just
Callie, we know, just showed
just like
back up in
we're
season 5.
yeah, we're gonna see how important she's been that we haven't known behind the scenes.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, I like that. I think we're going to end it there. Everybody let us know in the comments or in the den, in the Stranger Things thread. You can use that one. So we don't have another thread to open because I have so many.
Emmett
Who did
Fest.
we miss? What were your thoughts? Did you agree with us or disagree? And luckily, we snuck Eddie there in the last moment. But did we miss anyone else that you would have wanted us to talk about? Um, yeah, and then Stranger Things will come out the day after this releases. But then next week we're playing Bean Boozled. We will have Salem back and Lotus for the first time. Crescent, do you wanna explain how Bean Boozles work in this round? Because this one is kind of on
Yes,
you.
I sure do. So, Bean Boozled this time is going to work on a true false system. I am going to be giving out events.
Okay.
Whether they are correct events or not has yet to be determined.
Events from Red Rising.
Events from Red Rising. And Skipper, Salem, and Lotus are all going to be guessing whether these are real events or not real events.
Oh no.
And if they are correct, they do not have to eat a bean boozled bean. But if they are incorrect, they will be bean boozled.
Yeah.
Can you enlighten us on the flavors again, Skipper?
Yes, I can do that. My box, at least, which is the same box from the last round of Bean Boozled. Hopefully, they're still good.
It's
It's
just a
fine.
gigantic box.
And I have 2 of them, actually, if you're wondering. If you follow us on Twitch and you get enough channel points, you can make me eat one there. I have 2 boxes. So we
Because you were
have.
supposed to bring them here.
Yeah. But, sometimes I forget things. So, is it pomegranate, which is a really good one, or old bandage, which is disgusting? Peach or barf? Cappuccino or liver and onions? Berry blue or toothpaste? The toothpaste is actually really good. That's the best one you can aim for, is that combination, because halfway through this game, you want the toothpaste one. You would like the refresher. Anyway, strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish? I think that's one of the worst one. Juicy pear or booger, I don't mind. Half the time I don't realize which one is which. Licorice and burnt rubber. That is the worst one for Salem, because Salem also hates licorice, so she doesn't win on that one. Toasted marshmallow and stink bug. Stink bug, the last time we played, was still on my breath the next morning after I had had a lot of alcohol and brushed my teeth at least twice. I woke up the next morning and my breath still smelled like, or at least tasted like, stink bug. And then finally we have top banana or wet dog. Those are Bean Boozled flavors that we may or may not eat depending on how well we do with this. Crescent is having assistance from people in the den, our favorite Red Rising theorists. They love making headcanons, so we put them to the test on this one.
Yeah, we're loading the headcanon.
Yeah, great. It's going to be good. But that is it. So this is our Christmas episode, so Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and everything else that I am sure I have missed. Happy holidays,
Skip her and a
however
list.
you...
She's missed something.
Yeah. Happy holidays. Or
Happy
Random
holidays, everybody.
Wednesday, if that's what you choose. Happy Stranger Things, and we will see you on New Year's Eve, which I think means most of you will probably be listening to this, or the next one, in 2026. So we'll see you in 2026. But some of you on December 31st. Thank you, Harvest, for joining us. This is
Thank you for having me.
An absolute pleasure.
Yeah,
You are
thanks,
welcome
everybody, for
back.
listening.
Anytime. Every time.
Every time. We will also
All
continue
right.
our artist series after that, but yeah, join us whenever. You can become an artist, Harvest.
Yeah.
It rhymes.
I
Almost.
cannot. I have
Not
zero
with that
artistic
attitude.
talent.
We can... Backstitch will teach us all. It's going to be great.
Yeah,
He is amazing.
Yeah.
that is correct.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Lo, howlers. Red Rising isn't ending with Red God. Wipe away your tears, and welcome to the Book of Lorne. Episode 1. Honor in the First. The statue of the Gold Woman is thick and uncharacteristically short for her color. Her armor is utilitarian, unadorned except for the image of a griffin depicted head-on. Below her, a metal plaque has been affixed. It reads, Honor in the First. Am I really so naive that I thought I could just knock on this door and ask him to instruct me? And here I thought the morning to be free of storms. The voice rumbles from behind me. I go still. I turn to see the most famous warrior alive. Years and war have left this man like a spit of land pummeled by the waves of the sea, until all that remains is proud cliffs, violent scarps, and impish breaker sprays of mischief and danger in his eyes. He nods to the plaque. These words first belonged to my mother, Nephele au Arcus, who lived every single day of her life governed by a code of honor. Except for the day that she died. My dearest Lorne, this is the last you will hear from your father and I for some time. If the night goes well, we will come for you when it is safe. If not, then I am sorry, for the future of House Arcos will fall to you. I regret that it has come to this, that we must place ourselves in the service of a criminal. But our house cannot survive under your father's debts, We have no choices left. Son, what we do tonight, we do for you. To give you a chance at a life of honor, purpose, duty. I love you, my son, and if this is indeed our last goodbye, then I would bid thee to memorize the lesson I so badly forgot today. Under pain of consequence, honor in the first, honor in the last. The Book of Lorne, available now on shitescalates.com.